Assalamualaikum. My name is Aisyah Umairah Sha'ari, and my research project focuses on knocking out the HNF1 beta gene from human embryonic kidney cell using CRISPR-Cas9 system. In this presentation, I will provide a brief overview of the Islamic perspective on my CRISPR project, discussing how Islamization has influenced or shaped this particular aspect of the research, and exploring any implications or controversies that may arise. Genetic engineering, also known as genetic modification or gene editing, is a powerful tool that enables scientists to manipulate the DNA of living organisms, including humans, animals, and plants. With this technology, they can create new traits, enhance desirable traits, and remove undesirable ones. The potential applications of genetic engineering are numerous, including the development of new medicine, the improvement of crop yields, and the creation of new materials. Genetic engineering is a rapidly advancing field with numerous applications ranging from medicine to agriculture. While it has the potential to bring significant benefits, there are also ethical, social, and environmental concerns that needs to be addressed. Science and technology have really evolved over the years to affect every aspect of human life. It is believed that science and technological innovations have improved the standard of living of humans in so many aspects, such as where we live and the food we eat, and has also improved our diagnostic tools, giving us a chance to better healthcare and preservation of continuity of life. Genetic engineering can be evaluated in terms of its potential benefits and harm to humanity and the environment. The principle of Maqasid Sharia emphasizes the importance of preserving and promoting human well-being, which includes protecting life, health, and the environment. Therefore, any application of genetic engineering should be evaluated in terms of its potential impact on these aspects. It is essential to consider the risks and benefits of genetic engineering and ensure that it is used ethically and responsibly. CRISPR gene editing has been shown to cure cancer and some genetically inherited diseases such as sickle cell disease. Its power has also been harnessed in making diagnosis of the disease such as coronavirus disease. Apart from its diagnostic and therapeutic capabilities, the CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing tool has also been shown to be used for cosmetic reasons. However, there are concerns regarding its safety, efficiency, and most importantly, the ethical issues surrounding the use of this gene editing tool. Religion has always been the guide for the humankind as to what is right and what is wrong, and for a religion like Islam, that the everyday life of a Muslim is solely guided by the words of God from the Quran and the teaching of the Prophet Muhammad SAW. The ethical, safety, and efficiency of the CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing tool must be established before it will be considered. It is stated in the Quran and Hadith that doing anything that changes God's creations is considered unlawful, except if it was done for medical reasons. CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing tool re-engineers the genetic information on a DNA, which will lead to changes in the genotypic and the phenotypic features of an individual. However, whether that should be considered as altering God's creations is where the Islamic jurisdictions or Sharia comes in. The Sharia guides the way the Hadith is interpreted, and there are decisions made by Islamic scholars, especially jurists. They make sure that both the risks and the benefits of an issue are truly reviewed before a decision is made. Islamic perspective on the CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing tool focus on the four major ethical concerns surrounding this technology. These are the safety and efficiency of technology, human dignity, tampering with God creations, and human genetic enhancement. First, safety and efficiency are the main aspect of concern to Islamic jurists when deliberating on the issue of CRISPR-Cas9 technology. Issues surrounding the safety of this technology are the high rate of off-target mutations and the use of such technology on germline cells, which could pass on to offspring. Preventing transmission of genetically fatal diseases to the offspring is in line with the Islamic rule on the preservation of human life and lineage and is highly encouraged. However, when similar and greater harm is expected, the preventing harm is better than other benefits. Until the safety and efficacy of this technology are assured, the Islamic perspective is not to use it on human. In addition, Islamic jurists prioritize the safety of any medical or technological intervention. So CRISPR-Cas9 technology, while promising possesses significant safety concern, particularly regarding the example of target mutations, CRISPR can sometimes edit part of the genome that were not intended to be altered, leading to unintended consequences. So these off-target effects can cause harmful mutation, potentially leading to a new disease. Next, human dignity is considered one of the essentials of humanity that are preserved in Islam. Every human deserves to be treated with respect regardless of age, race, and religion. The use of embryos for research purpose questions about respecting human dignity. In Islam, human life is said to begin only after ensoulment. Thus, an embryo in earlier stages is not considered human yet and can be used for research purposes. However, consent must be gotten from the parents, and such research must be trustworthy and solely for therapeutic purposes. Firstly, essential changes or tahyir daruri. These are changes that are deemed necessary, especially for medical purposes. For example, including using CRISPR-Cas9 to correct genetic defects or to treat serious illness. Such changes are considered permissible in Islam because they align with the principle of preserving human life and health. Next, exigent changes or tahyir haji. These are changes that are important and needed but not absolutely essential. They might include intervention that significantly improve quality of life but are not directly life-saving. So these changes are also generally permissible if they provide substantial benefits without causing harm. Lastly, embellishing changes or tahyir tahsini. These are changes made purely for cosmetic or beautification purposes. For example, might include using CRISPR-Cas9 to alter physical appearance, enhance certain traits, or create designer babies. Such changes are not permissible in Islam because they are considered unnecessary and form of altering God creations for superficial reason. This is seen as a sin because it goes beyond the natural boundaries set by God. Third one is tampering with God's creation. The ruling on changing God's creation is seen in three levels according to importance. The first is whether the change is essential or tahyir daruri, such as those done for medical purposes. The second is exigent tahyir haji, and the third is embellishing change tahyir tahsini. Any changes made as essential for medical purposes or exigent are considered permissible. However, changes made such as embellishes for beautifications are not permissible and are considered a sin. The use of CRISPR-Cas9 technology has been shown to be for medical purposes. However, the possibility of the technology being used for other cosmetic purposes or making designers' baby is also there. Strict regulations on the technologies used for cellular purposes should be put in place. Lastly, human genetic enhancement. Genetic enhancements fall under the embellishing change or tahyir tahsini, and whether it is done to enhance the capability of humans or to improve the quality of a race is strongly prohibited in Islam. Each human is born with their own strengths and weaknesses and is not meant to show dominance of one over another but to achieve success in life. Enhancements that aim to create superior traits or a superior race contradict Islamic principles as they promote inequality and the notion of human dominance over others. Success in life, according to Islamic teaching, is not about physical or intellectual superiority, but more to moral character and purity. Therefore, using CRISPR technology for non-essential genetic enhancement violates the ethical and natural order established by God. The jurists view it from two main practices, human gene and plant and animal genes. For human genes practices, the jurists see it as legitimate for treatment with hereditary diseases but differ on whether it is wujub, mandatory, istihbab, recommended, or ibaha, permissible. Gene editing for humans is permissible if there is a need or emergency, darura, situations such as dealing with incurable diseases. However, the jury said it was not permissible to do gene editing for gene modification, such as changing gene characteristics to increase brain capability, change skin or eye color, as it is recognized as changing Allah's creations. For gene editing in plants and animal, it is permissible in Islam as they were created by Allah to be utilized by humans, but it must be followed with the Sharia lines or standards and safe from any harm. It should not be used in a way that causes harm to the nature, animal, or the system. In conclusion, Islamic law permits gene editing for both medical and agricultural purposes, provided it adheres to ethical guidelines and promotes the well-being of humanity. This approach emphasizes balancing potential benefits with avoiding harms, ensuring responsible and sustainable use of technology. Gene editing practices are also influenced by the Sustainable Development Goals (SDG), aligning with goals such as good health, sustainable agriculture, and economic growth. In agriculture, gene editing enhances crop yield, quality, and resistance, fostering food security and environmental health. In medicine, gene editing enables precise treatment with reduced side effects, contributing to better health outcomes and economic growth. Regarding CRISPR-Cas9, while its potential in medical research and therapy is vast, its application in Islam is encouraged under strict regulation, ensuring safety, efficiency, and ethical compliance. Decision-making should reflect Quranic principles and hadith, ensuring alignment with Islamic values and ethical standards to harness its benefit responsibility while upholding human well-being.